All right, it's me. I'm making a video to myself. I'm probably going to post it on YouTube, but it's for me. I'm making this video to myself. Man, my face looks puffy. Anywho, today I am not having the greatest day. Had some interesting dreams last night. We've always got stuff going on. Always got stuff going on. Had a lot more going on than I was kind of avoiding it. But now everything's starting to kind of like, this is the reality of this and that, and it's going to work out. But I was telling myself, you can't give up. You can't give up to anybody, whomever sees this. Just don't give up. Because I came to the realization I'm about to turn 39. And I think that's part of it because at some point in time, you want to have certain things and be in a certain place. My life is conventionally good, but I should be further along, in my opinion. But sometimes you're exactly where you need to be. And I got that quote from Dragon Ball Z. And there was a point where Goku was going to fight Frieza for the first time, and they were fighting in outer space, and la 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 la. And he tells his son Gohan, he's like, "Well, Dad, you can't breathe in space," and la 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 la. He's like, "I'm exactly where I need to be." And sometimes you tell people that, and I tell people that, and I believe it. But sometimes when you're kind of going through some stuff, it becomes tough, especially when some of the things you're going through are very much self-inflicted. You can't blame anybody else. I've never believed in blaming anybody else anyway for whatever problems or adversity I have. It's usually my fault. 'Cause sometimes you're wrong place, wrong time, make bad investments in people, in yourself, just doing some BS. Anyway, but I had to think about it and think about the Bible and think about things. Anybody who was great really had to go through some stuff. And so that's okay. I had to think about it's okay. God still loves you because if you didn't need him, if you could just do everything on your own, it would just be kind of weird. It's like having a baby come out, mother gives birth and all of a sudden the kid starts talking like within 2 minutes and says, "Hey, I'll be moving out tomorrow," or "They appreciate you. I got this." It's like, what's the purpose? What's the point? So I know that God loves me. I love God too. I love everybody. Really trying to work hard on this. But also, the game's not over. I started thinking about football because it's Sunday. The game's not over. I'm 39. At the end of the day, I'm like at the end of the second quarter. We got halftime coming up. You're down a few. You've made some errors. But you can't give up. You just can't because there's so much game left. And as soon as I said that, I'm like, I need to make a little video because there's a lot of game left. I don't care where you are in your life. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what kind of mistakes you made. There's a lot of game left, and you've got to believe that. Because here's the thing, you can really pull it out. And sometimes those are the best games to watch where they're looking down and out, they made some mistakes. And all of a sudden after that halftime, they come back like a new team, or sometimes they come back in the last few minutes like, whoa, what happened? How is this even possible? But a lot of things aren't even to be understood as to how they're possible or how they're not possible. So I guess the word for the day, or the saying for the day, is there's a lot of game left. You can't give up. And here's the thing, we're going to keep on making mistakes, and it's not going to not happen. You got to not shit on yourself about it and keep on moving because the world's going to keep on turning. We're getting older as we speak. Stuff's going to happen. So you got to be ready for it. So I got up today and I was going to go to church, but I got like a 25-minute warning. "Oh, we're going to church." And I was like, "Oh, I wanted to go." Then I was like, "I want to go to the gym." Then this whole Corona thing, the area I was going to go to the gym, they have to wear masks now. First they didn't. It's way out in county. Anyway, not too far out, but I was like, so I'm up right now. Make some turkey from the other day. And also I'm going to force myself to do something. And I think anybody sees this, try to force yourself to do it sometimes. I had a friend tell me to do this. And it didn't make sense, but it did make sense. Sometimes, especially when you're down and out, it's really, really tough. Make a gratitude list. Put in 10 things that you're just grateful for. Because a lot of times you wake up and you're just thinking about what's wrong. This is wrong. That's wrong. I done messed up with this. That's bad. I got a whole mountain to climb over there. This is, and it becomes like kind of horrific. And you're just like, oh my God, you're just overwhelmed. And it's like, I don't even have any feet under me. How am I supposed to do anything except like sulk and just feel terrible? Well, that's great, but it doesn't take you anywhere. It just basically leaves you stagnant. Sometimes it puts you back. Sometimes it just leaves you in a certain space and you've dug a real rut for yourself. So I'm going to get off this real quick and sit here and make a gratification list and, or gratitude list rather. Because I'm very grateful. I have a lot to be grateful for, and I have honestly very little to complain about. So please, whomever you are out there, if anybody does see this, we're going to have days that are just going to be bad. You're going to shit on yourself. You're going to be like, "Oh man, I messed up with this. I messed up with that. I should be here in my life." Sometimes you're exactly where you should be. And that's how you know you've got what it takes to climb. It's like doing that extra pull up. The fact that you can, the fact that you're hanging there, it means you're probably purposefully there. So do that pull up. And if it's tough, you'll be so happy at the end that you were able to shove it out and do it and make it happen. Because a lot of times when you don't have that, it's really detrimental because there's really no growth because there's nothing to really fight against. There's no adversity. And so sometimes you need that friction. And also, you're always just going to learn. We're going to keep on learning. I'll be an old man, I thank God, just to even be, here now. And just, there's a lot to learn. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about life. And you never stop learning. When you stop learning, you're dead, or you're just basically so narrow in the mind that you don't think there's anything else to learn. And that's the point where there's a lot more to learn. So I'm going to make this list. I'm posting this. I hope somebody sees it. Hey, Tyler Perry, give me a shout out. I know my face is swollen. I'm like, what happened? I must have had some sort of allergic reaction. Anyway, it's all good. I'm going to make a gratitude list because I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm obviously sitting in a very nice house, and the bills are paid for the moment. Got heat on. It's cold outside. I'm looking at my car across the street. It's still not working the way it needs to. We're going to put some more work into it. It's okay. I started a new job. Not the greatest job, but it's something I was trying to get for a while. I got feet under me. My children are in good health. They are in such good health that you can actually be annoyed by them. So that's a beautiful thing, because sometimes, people, their kids can be sick and they're just everything's all bad. It's just like your kids. My mother's still here. She's married to a wonderful person. I have a lot to be grateful for. My kid's mother's nice to me. She helps me with stuff even when I don't ask her to. So we got a lot of good stuff going on. So I hope somebody sees this and just thinks about what we have to be thankful for, and not about what's wrong and how it's wrong and how we should be somewhere else. Because sometimes you get to where you want to be and you fought so long and hard to get there, and the people that were in your life at that point in time are no longer there. And all of a sudden, you'd much rather just give everything away and just kind of go back to those more simple times. So be grateful for today and understand there's a lot of game left. So what are we going to do with it? I'm out.